Well, hello everyone. How are you guys doing tonight? I wanted to come on real quick and just show you this really cute card that I did this afternoon. My friend and upline Melissa, she did a card similar to this in our shoebox swap, which was this one. And I loved the way that this butterfly was done, so I wanted to do another card showing how this is done. So I came up with this card. So I'm going to show you how to do this card tonight, and it's got so much new stuff in it that it's going to take me a minute to show you everything I used, because this is probably like a $300 card because I've got so many sets and different new products in there. So let me make sure I've got this on my computer, that it's coming through. See if anybody's watching. If you're watching, please comment and say hello. Let me know where you're commenting from, where you are. And let's get started. So this is the card we're making. Let me put it up close so you can see. Can you see the shimmer on that butterfly right there? Hey Sherry, how are you? I love this. I did the spritz with it, and I also did the Wink of Stella. So I'm going to show you that. Hopefully I brought all that with me. I had so much stuff I had to carry it in like 3 trips. All right, so first I want to show you the stamp sets that we're using. And these are mostly from the new Spring Mini. We've got also the paper, and I'm going to show you the paper in a second. This is the Fine Art Floral Designer Series paper, and I wanted to show you that because it is so gorgeous. It just does not do it justice in this little mini catalog. You can't really see it. So this is the one that I used for this card. And then we've also got this pattern here in the back. This is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like it was just painted on there. It just looks so real. It's crazy. And then this one, that's the one I used. This one, and again, that looks like, it's just looks like paint. That's just painted right on the paper. And then we've got the blue. And this one is really cool because it's just like one big one. And my favorite of all of them is the last one. And this one, I think you could do a framed art just with this and not do anything else to it. And you could have just a gorgeous, it's upside down, but you kind of get what I'm talking about. You can do just the framed art with that, put some, maybe a saying or something on it, and it would be gorgeous. So that's the paper. And then we're also using, on the next page, that's the stamp set that goes with it. We're not using the stamp set today, but we're using this stamp set, which is called Many Messages. And this, I'm going to show you how you do it. It's all one big giant stamp. It's not like all these different ones. It's one stamp and one die that cuts all of it out at once, which is absolutely insane. You can cut out all of these words, stamp all of them in one time. It takes like 2 seconds. It's really cool. And then also, I'm using the Touch of Ink stamp set, which is from the Celebration catalog. And you can get this one for free if you spend $100. So, oh, one more stamp I'm using is the Birch stamp. This is a background stamp that I'm using on the background. And then the dies, let me put that away for a sec, get all this out of the way. And then the dies I'm using, this is the one I was just telling you about. So the stamp is one big giant stamp, just like that. And then this goes right over top of it this way and cuts out all those words at the same time. So it's just boom, one stamp, boom, one cut. And then you get like a ton of different words. So let's get started. Oh, and I also use the layering circles framelit dies for the this one right here. And oh, and one more thing, the punch. I'm telling you, this is like a $300 card. It's got so much stuff in it. I just kept picking stuff off my shelf, and I'm like, okay, this card just has a lot of stuff. But your customers are going to want to have everything. And if you are a customer, then you're going to want to have everything. So this is a great card to show. All right, so let's get started. Let me show you what paper we need. And these are the pieces. Let me move this out of the way. All right, so we've got a piece of 5x6 white. That's for the words we're going to stamp from the Many Messages. We've also got a piece of 5.5 by 8.5 Flirty Flamingo. Hey, Lynn. Why are my comments not showing up? Hold on 1 minute. Let me refresh this and see if they come up. Only showing on my phone. Hold on. I don't know. They're just showing up on my phone. Okay, so then we also need 4 1/4 by 3 1/2 Mossy Meadow, 3 by 4 of the paper, the Fine Art Floral designer paper, and then just scraps of the white and the Flirty Flamingo. So this is what you need. Let me see if I can get it all. Oh, and ribbon. And this is actually white ribbon that I colored with the Stampin' Blend. So you just need a piece of that. And I'm going to show you how I colored it in a minute too. Oops, I got crooked again. Alright, so this is everything you need. Hey Rosa. I don't know why these comments are not showing up. That's so strange. Hold on, let me try one more time to refresh it so I can see you. Because I can barely see the phone because it's too high up. Okay, hopefully they will come through. Alright, so let's take off all these stickers and get started. Lots of paper in there. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is the background stamp on here. And that's with the birch stamp. And whenever I have a background stamp, I like to do it upside down. So I'm going to ink up the whole thing. I hope this doesn't shake my camera. Okay. Get it really good and inked up. And then just put this right on here. And it doesn't really matter which way you go because you can just turn it around. Because it's not one of those that has to be a certain direction. And then give it a good press. Usually I have a piece of paper to put on top of this so I don't get ink on my fingers. And you can see I got ink on my finger. It looks like I'm bleeding almost. I have ink all over me. Okay, and then voila, we have that. And so that's done. All right, then I cut the piece of paper, the designer paper. I cut it into 3 strips. So there are 1-inch strips. So this was 3 inches across. I think it goes this way. And I cut it. I gotta make sure it goes together. Hold on, it's like a little puzzle. Yep, goes there. And this one must go this way. Yeah, okay. So I cut it into 3 strips. So these are 1 inch across, and it's 4 inches long. So that's what I did with that. And then we're just gonna glue those down to our background piece. So I'm gonna put a little bit, make sure they're all in order when you glue them down. So I've got this one first. And I've got about 1/8 of an inch border all the way around. And we'll do the next one. And just leave a little bit of a gap in between each one. So you want the borders to be about the same all the way around. Hey Sue. I don't know why these comments are not coming through. That's so strange. It usually just shows up on my computer, but today it's only showing up on my phone. Alright, oops, I think that's upside down. Yep. You just gotta be careful you don't get it the wrong way. And, alright, so there we go. And then we're gonna do the ribbon. So the ribbon I actually started with was this white one. It's the crinkly white, what's it called? Crinkled seam binding ribbon, and it's white. So what I did was I took the blend, and let me get these out of here. And I used the dark Flirty Flamingo. And all I did was color it, just like this. And you just go down the whole thing. It takes like a second to do it. And it does color through both sides, and it dries like almost instantly. So I did that for the whole piece. So I have like that. And then I'm just gonna cut a little bit of it to go around the edge. So you just want it a little bit wider than your paper. And then I'm going to tape that to the back. And oh, here's some tape. Okay, and then we're going to glue that down to our other piece. Like so. Give it a good press. Stick it, stick it, stick it. All right, and then I already punched this out, and I wanted to show you something really quick. I just got this today. This is the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the little mini one. So it's little teeny tiny. It's only about 3 inches across. But isn't it just the cutest thing you've ever seen? So it comes with the little pads right here. So I used this one to cut out the little circle, scallop circle. So it comes with little teeny pads that go in there too. So it's really perfect for little dies, and you can use it just sitting at your table. You don't have to get up, because when I use my other one, I have to go in the kitchen and do it. Hey, Rosa. Okay, comment finally came through. I go in the kitchen and I have everything spread out on my island in the kitchen because I don't have enough room on my table in my stamp room because it's covered in a bunch of junk. Because I just stamp and stamp and stamp, and then maybe like once a week I'll start putting stuff away, and then I'll pull a bunch of stuff out. So it just is like a never-ending pile of stuff that gets on the table. All right, we're going to put a little piece of ribbon in here too to tie a knot. And this is plenty of ribbon. I probably could have used a much smaller piece, but we're going to do that. I'm going to cut it with my ribbon scissors. But isn't that pretty? You can make this ribbon any color you want to. This is one of my favorite ribbons for doing the coloring. So you can make it any color you want, just like that. All right, so we've got this. We need our white scrap, and I'm going to stamp the butterfly twice because I have to punch one out, and then one's going to be cut out. So let me ink this up, and I'm going to stamp it once, then ink it up again, and stamp it again. And then we're going to color both of them the same. I probably should have done one ahead of time so you don't have to watch me color so long, but I was just kind of scrambling to try and get this done by 8 o'clock, and I didn't do it. I started late, so hey Sue, your mini's at home. You haven't seen it yet? Oh, how come you haven't seen it? All right, so I'm just gonna color. I've got 4 colors. No, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 colors I'm using. So I'm gonna do about a quarter for each one. And I'm just gonna do this real quick. So about that much for each one of the colors. Probably too much, but it doesn't matter if they overlap. That's no big deal. Because that's what you want it to do, is overlap, so you can blend them. All right, so this one, oh, I forgot to tell you, is Light Poppy Parade. Then I've got Dark Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to go over top of that and just kind of bring it in a little bit more. So I'm about halfway now. And this is really super easy coloring. And I am stamping in my pajamas tonight, so hopefully you guys are all in your pajamas. We'll do a pajama party stamping thing. Here's my pajamas, my favorite ones that I showed you the other day. I love these pajamas. I got them on QVC. They're Mukluk pajamas. And this is the Light Flirty Flamingo. So I'm just going to go another about quarter of the butterfly over. And I'm just going over top of the last color that I just did so it'll blend in together. And then the last color I'm going to do is the yellow, which I think is So Saffron. I have to double check. Oh, and I forgot to do the body. Let me do the body real quick. I think I'm going to do the Dark Flirty Flamingo for the body. All of a sudden my heat kicked on. I'm getting hot. I'm sweating. I'm having a hot flash. All right, so then we're using this is Light So Saffron. So I'm going to do this right at the center. And then I'm going to bring it out just a little bit to blend with that pink. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. I love these colors together. And then do the same one here. So you're just coloring both of them, and I'm going to show you why. Because I'm going to put one on top of the other. need to blend this one just a little bit. Actually, I'll just make this the bottom one so that we don't have to worry about it. All right, so then I'm going to punch it. This is the 2-inch punch. Because home is in Minnesota and you're in Chesapeake. Oh, that's right. I forgot you were coming here. Okay. So I'm going to cut this. It's just going to cut a little bit of it off, but that's okay. So that's that one. And then the second one I have to fussy cut out. I'm not going to cut the body, so I really didn't have to color that body right there. And we're just going to cut his body off. And just go right around the wings. Those little teeny things that stick out, you can just cut them off too. That's no big deal. And I should have had By the Magic of TV one already done. But I figured if I did all of this before I did the video, it'd be 10 o'clock. and then y'all would be asleep, so nobody would be watching. So I wanted to just hurry up and get on here real quick before it was everybody's bedtime. Luckily I'm off tomorrow, so I can stay up a little bit later tonight and post this video. Oops. Alright, so we've cut out the wings. Now we're just going to put this together. So the round one goes on first. You're just going to glue it down. And get all these out of here. And there you go. Hold that for a second. And then this one, what you're going to do is put your glue right just on the edge. Can you see how much? I just have a teeny bit right on the center right there. And then you're going to line it up and just hold it there for a second. Well, more like a minute. Make sure it's really good and stuck. And then you're going to just pop it out. Okay. So what happens is then you can lift this up. So he looks like he's flying. I'm going to hold this just for another minute. I always bring my color lifter with me in case I mess up, because you can just erase. Remember the other day I did a video and I said it's just like the magic eraser, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, except for ink. Alright, so after it's stuck on there, then you don't have to worry about holding it anymore. Alright, then I'm going to show you real quick let me just glue this down real fast. So we need some dimensionals on the back. I'm just going to put like 3 on here. Hey, Debbie. Oh, you're getting snow. Uh-oh. Thank goodness we're not getting snow, because I have to work even if it snows. I work at an urgent care center, and we have to work. We're open every single day of the year, whether it's blizzard or what. It's always work. All right, so there we go. We're almost done. We just need the words, and now I'm going to show you this really, really cool stamp. So this is what I was talking about. One, it's many messages, and you get all these in one stamp. And I'm just going to ink it up. Whenever, like I said a minute ago, whenever I have these big ones, I always ink it up upside down, because it's easier than trying to stamp this, you know, tap it all over the ink pad. Hopefully I'm not shaking the camera by doing this. Okay, and then when you have it all good and inked up, you take your paper, and this is 5 by 6. It doesn't fit a quarter of a sheet. It's bigger than that. So just line it up on there. It doesn't have to be straight because you're going to cut it out anyway. And then just give it a good press. And I just use the my fingers and keep them really flat and go over it. And usually it comes out perfect. Let's hope it does, since I'm live doing this video. And there you go. All right, and then to punch it out, you just line this up. And see these little things right here, the heart and the stars? You line those up, and that's how you know where to cut it. So when you have all of these lined up, the stars and the hearts, oops, that's the trick. So don't look at the words at all, just look at those. And I have washi tape, and the washi tape holds it in place for me. And then I just put it through the die cutting machine, and when it pops out, you get all of these little pieces like this. Oops, I lost some. So all these pieces pop out, already done for you, in cute little shapes and edges. So then you just say, okay, which one do I want to use today? You can keep them all in just a little baggie, or something, and I want one that's kind of skinny, so I could do like this one. This is a congratulations. Or I can do this one, hoping your day is full of, oh, no, that one's too big. Can't do that one. What about this one? That one's too big too. That's gonna have to go on that way. Or here's one, happy anniversary. Or just wanted to say, I think I'm gonna do the congratulations one. So we're just gonna put some little mini dimensionals on the back. And we're not done yet. We still have a couple more things to do. We're gonna have to make this shimmer because it's not complete unless it's got some shimmer on it. All right, so put that down, and then I'm gonna spritz it with my champagne shimmer mist. So this is alcohol, 70% alcohol. You fill it up almost all the way to the top, and then you just pour in a little bit of the champagne shimmer paint. Shake it up good. Give it a squirt. And let it dry for a sec. And can you see that sparkle on there? I think it's absolutely gorgeous. You just can't see it probably all the way, but if you saw it in person, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's beautiful. I can't take it. It's so sparkly. I need some sunglasses. But then we're gonna even add more. So here's my Wink of Stella, and I'm just gonna color a little bit more on there and make it sparkle even more, because you can never have too much sparkle. And I am like the glitter queen. I was so upset when Stampin' Up! Got rid of the Dazzling Diamonds glitter. I put that stuff on everything. I wish they would bring it back. It was my favorite thing. All right, so hopefully you can see that even more shimmer. So it's just a sparkly card. Anyway, I hope you love this card. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Oh, thanks, Rosa. Thanks, Debbie. I think this is just a beautiful card, but of course I made it, so I think all my cards are great. But hopefully you do too. So leave me a comment. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it already. Hit the bell. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. Also, if you would like to order anything you saw today, let me get this junk out of the way. And here's my website, stampingwithlisa.com. It's with a G, Stamping with Lisa. There's another one, another demonstrator that has Stampin' with Lisa, but mine is Stamping. Go to the shopping button on there, and you can order whatever you like, and I'll send you a gift. Plus, it's celebration time, so you get a free gift with every $50 you order, and you can get this stamp set for a $100 purchase. So this is one of the bigger ones that you have to spend $100 for. So thank you guys so much. Hey Karen, thank you. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It was so great to stamp and get away from all this stuff on TV, because that was depressing me. So that's why I had to go in my stamp room and just get my energy out, my creative energy. And this is what I came up with. So I hope you love it, and thank you so much, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.